I'm back. I think I'm gonna come back. For the time being, I'm not gonna edit on my computer like I normally do because I can't have my computer shutting down every 5 minutes. So I made a TikTok account. I've been at this TikTok for a minute and I never really posted on it. And when I did, all my videos the same like my other account. And I'm just like, I didn't really expect much either. When I accidentally found the algorithm, it's not that hard.
I beg your pardon?
Currently speaking, I'm at 10K. Been doing it for 3 months now. And let me just say this right now. Depending on how many videos you post a day will have an effect on like your followers. I got 10K right now, but I post like, sometimes I don't post all the time. Sometimes I post once a day. Sometimes I just don't post at all. Because the kind of content that I do, my favorite content to do is like creativity content. You see, they took me off my water diet. This is what they feeding us. Like, what the fuck? I can't. Give me that damn phone immediately! Huh? If that makes sense. First things, it's really the obvious one. You can't have your stuff all over the place. You gotta know what you want to do. Basically, finding your niche. Basically, what your content consists of. So if you do dance, that's your niche. If you do anime, that's your niche. You want to make sure that your For You page is also matching your niche so that the audience it's reaching, it's the same. First, it was just like, it was all everywhere, and then I started to like some stuff. So then it started happening, and all of it was just, you know, BTS and K-pop and stuff related. I'm like, good, great. That's the first thing you want to do. You need to get your For You page to look like the content you're going to create. That's really important. Because if you out here doing dance videos, but you want your account to be anime, it ain't going, No, it ain't going to work. You want to make sure your For You page is matching the content that you put out. Okay? Once you got that set, you are going places. Now, to me, there's 3 things that is important to this whole thing. Creativity. Oh my god. It's lit over here, so you know, try to understand. I'm gonna kind of be quiet a little bit. This is cool. This is so cool. Dang, can you shut that up? It's late. Who is you on the phone with at 2 in the morning? Oh my god. Who? Relatability.
Hold on, who is it? Who? Hold on, cuz. Hold on.
And relevancy. Bitch, you got me fucked up on your shit. Like those 3, that's how you're gonna build it up. That's how you're gonna start off first. You know how I said that my favorite content to create is creative stuff? It didn't start out like that. Because at first I'm like, I'm not gonna be the type of TikToker that edits their videos on a computer or anything and like put it back. I'm like, I'm not doing all that. This account was just for fun. And now it's kind of just for fun, but now I wanted to analytics. Okay. So right now, if you're like in the early stages of having your account, turn it into a creator's account. You want to see what time your views are up, the best time to post like the day, even though you want to post every day, so you need to make sure like what time is your viewers most active. And this is going to take a minute because you need to do like trial and error. And I literally, when I didn't have like the analytics, or even when I did, I would type down, posted this video at this time, did it do well? And anytime it does well, I keep that in the notes. If it doesn't do well, I either say it doesn't do well, or I just don't put it in the notes at all. Like, don't post at the time, it don't work. And there was this thing, this is where I was like, hey, wait, what if I wanted to, like, you know, not do this for fun anymore? What if I want to grow it? I just want to grow it now. Somebody posted this right here, right? Somebody posted that, and when I tried to go back to the video, they deleted it. I don't know why though, but they posted that. I'm like, is this true? So then that's when I started to do my little research, and yes, it is very true. Get out the way. Hello. That thing, it works, but it only works. Some of them work for sure, like the high engage, the high competition ones, I can say work, but your content also plays a part. Some in like most of them, but half and half. Those are the best times to post. So yeah, for instance, there's this video that I posted at 5 a.m. before I had school. Don't be like me. So I stayed up till 5 a.m. on a Friday, and I'm like, what, does this work? And it did work. It it did good. It did good. For my case, it did really good. Also, like in parentheses, he said, I think it's also the content that plays a part in how big it gets too. That's what I'm trying to say. You can have like a video of you just standing with some titles or some words on the screen, and that video could get pushed out depending on the time. But what I mean by I think the content matters, as in it only does really well if the content is like top tier, if that makes sense. For the first hour, I'm going to say this because this is something that I gathered just from people. They will be like on other people's accounts that I follow, like a mutual, they'd be like, some girl, my bad, your stuff doesn't come on my For You page for about like a good hour. So an hour after you post it, that's when it starts. Yeah, I realized that's when it starts to get pushed out a little bit more. First hour that's like the key thing, because if your followers are engaged with it, if they're liking it, if they're commenting, if they're sharing, it pushes it out into the algorithm more. And yeah, because don't get it twisted, I feel like no video is bad because somebody's gonna like it. It's just a matter of if the video is going to get pushed out. I can make a dry video. Some of them I consider it to be dry, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it didn't take too much work. It was one and done, and it got pushed out, and I'm like, wow, for real? All right, okay, all right.
No, ma'am!
And yeah, tell you how I gained 1K in 1 week. It was a snowball effect. It really was a snowball effect. And that video did really good, like 300, and I think it had 1,000 views. I'm like, oh my god, okay, 11 comments. I'm like, this is really good. This is really good for me. Never had that before. Never had, well, okay. And the video was about how, like, me trying to figure out their names. It was kind of like, I have the faces down, I just didn't get the names. I'm like, you know what I mean? So a lot of people was like, oh yeah, girl, that was me. And I was like, okay. That's where that relatability thing, it was relatable, so it did good. My next video, my thing was, okay, I don't know how I did that before, but I remember what time I posted it at. It was at 11 p.m. And I'm like, let me do 11 p.m. again. Yes, and it was a good back to back. So I was like, okay, let's go. And this one was how I was like, oh, I just want to learn names. And then next thing I know, I'm buying an album. And then I bought another album. And I started hanging up posters in my room. And then I bought Lambo cards. So that's how that went. And people was like, some girl, this was me. In the same order, you like, everybody, it was, again, relatable. So it did pretty good. And the tags that I were using, I was just thinking like comical. I was like, okay, what's the group name, the fandom name, the boys' names, and the company name, like Big Hit. Make sure the tags that you're using are over 100 million views, okay? So make sure you should be good. You should be good. And even though I run like a K-pop account or whatever, this is for anything, okay? If you want to do the dancing stuff, your For You page, you gotta look like dancers. They gotta have that stuff. You gotta be using the right hashtags. You gotta know when to post. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Okay. Here's the thing where relevancy came in, or it was relevant came in. The Grammys were coming up. I was like, okay, let me make a couple of videos on that. And since I was comfortable in the fandom, I knew what to do. And that's another thing, you gotta know it like inside out. You gotta know it kind of clearly, where you can make content based off the personalities of the characters or the people, or you know what I mean. So yeah. But back to the Grammys, I was like, I know Yoongi's always talking about somehow he wanted to like perform at the Grammys, and then like next year he wanted to win the Grammys and stuff. So I'm like, let me do that.
Last but not least.
One also did well. It was about Yoongi talking about some, I just want to thank me, my Grammys, if they like won the Grammys, they didn't know. Anyway, so that one did really well, and it got a lot of people talking, like in the comments, and it got a lot of shares and stuff. I believe my first 2 weeks, and then that's when the followers started coming in. When you hit a viral video, the followers will come in, and well, they will come in. Yeah. So when that was happening, I'm like, all right, okay, whoa, it was a lot. I was like, okay, because when I posted that video of me eating cereal, at first I was like, oh, okay. Then it got pushed out. I was like, oh, okay, wow. I think I'm getting the hang of this algorithm thing. And the audios also play a part sometimes with it. Time thing, or the audio has to be really popular. If the audio is popular, the video will get pushed out. In the right tags, the video, you gotta have If it's relatable, okay. If your followers can engage with it in the first like hour and you're using a popular audio, it pushes it out. You're using the hashtags that has more than 100 million views, it's pushing it out. That's good, that's good. And it was, to me, it was like, oh, I'm doing this for fun. So I was like, it was really fun to watch.
Now I was just like, okay, I gotta give the people what they want. Gotta give the people what they want.
Then I want to say this was last month, like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks maybe, is when I like jumped. I think I was like at 3. I was at like, I'm not really sure, because this is, all I know is I had like, next thing I know, I had like jumped to like 5K. And for the simple reason, the video that I put out, it was like a back-to-back thing. I'll show you some next level stuff. Like, I can't even do anything. Like, they want me to drop 5 more pounds. Do y'all see this? You see this? Skins and bones. It's literally skins and bones. I can't. Give me that damn water. Go. And the craziest part is, something I just whipped up. I'm like, I wanted to edit this a little bit more, but it's okay. The idea to me was good. I didn't see nobody else doing it. And if somebody was doing it, it was still different altogether. So that was me trying to be original, and it did really good. And people asked for a second one. I'm like, oh yeah. The second one did even better. But it's not just the second one, but the video that I also posted after that was a video of J-Hope. That one did good. Then I did the second episode because it was like a really high demand of that thing that I was doing with the K-pop training thing. It did really good. And then I did a funny video where Namjoon and how in the interviews you have to endure that cringing, stuff like that. A few videos after, I posted another part of the K-pop training series, and yeah, it did really good. Like, when people want more, do it. If you do something that could like branch off to another part, do it, because people want to see that. They probably followed you for it too, so do it. When you do parts, like, always try to have like the comment with the video so they can click on the prior video, and then they'll like it from there, and they'll probably share it. You know what I mean? That little cluster right there, that's when it was like, oh yeah, you finna get 3K like right there on the spot. So that's kind of what happened, and I'm like, okay, cool. Then this is the video. This is where I was testing my theory out again. I'm like, okay, early on Sunday morning, like 1 o'clock, you gotta stay up until like a Saturday night. The video does really good. So I'm like, okay. As I'm recording this with my friend, I'm like, this should do well. And it did go. It did really good. I was like, yes. Yeah. And what else? I don't post as many videos as I want to, because when I film stuff, a lot of the times I need to ask somebody to help me with. And then the other time, my grandma has been over here, so I can't be, I'm not saying that I'm loud in my videos, but I need to get comfortable. I need to be loud in some of them. So yeah. So never think your video is not good, because I feel like a video, if you put work into it, and if it is a well put together video and you know it is, but it didn't do well, it's not because of the video, it's because of the algorithm. You need to learn the algorithm. You have to try them out. But after you try them out, you have to do it at different times and see if it works. So you know how I said, like, when I went viral, it was like late at night. I'm like, okay, I think my people, they get on a lot like at night or either after school. But once you have the creator tool thing, it will be easier, because if they're most active at 4 p.m., try 4 p.m. But sometimes when I tried 4 p.m., they don't do as good as when I post them at nighttime. So I just post them like at 10. And they do pretty well, like 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. They do great. They do amazing. So, I mean, yeah. All I have to say right now, I can't be like how you get like 1K, 50K in a month. But according to the statistics, I guess I would have to say you need to post. Like at your prime time, like I said, like 11 o'clock. I was watching this one video and they were talking about if 11 o'clock is your golden time, you need to post like 3 good videos. And I think I want to try that out. Like next Saturday. I hope this was helpful. And I hope you got something from it. And I ain't bullcrapping you, because at first I'm like, I don't actually, at this point, I was about to give up. But it was always when you, let me do it for what? For fun. Okay. You have that mindset. You won't get disappointed. Do it for fun. But sometimes your video, you might not get as lucky as some people. Like some people, their first video come out, boom. Because my first video, I'm like, 5 views. It's the same thing over here. Why then one day I was like, oh, let me make a video, because I was like, I seen other people talking about like the K-pop's like second accounts just seemed so fun. The ones that I was looking at, I'm like, okay, let me post the video on my second account, get away from the locals, and it did good. You have to be patient with it. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much. It was a roller coaster. It was a roller coaster. I might do the little voiceovers if I missed anything to clarify anything, but yeah. On my channel, I'm in the middle of reorganizing it now as we speak, because it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, thanks for watching. Yeah, that's it.